Accessing the feed now. We're in.
Hello and welcome to another episode of XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. And a little housekeeping to do here before we start. The first thing I did was I got rid of the one scientist that we got and picked up the new one, which should be here, Alexander Schaefer. So that's the one that was in our VIP, or in our character pool. So this is now the actual scientist that we had. Second, I just saw this pop. We actually have a jailbreak skirmisher, which I would like to do. This is a covert action. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason not to do this. Let me just select that so I can tell who's in this squad. I want to keep Florin in Risk. Do we not actually have anyone? I guess we could always send... We need... Risk has to go on that mission if we do it the way that I want to. The Gatekeeper mission. I'd like to send Florin out just to give her some experience, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe she goes on this. Then we send out Lady Killer's literally the only one here that can go out, I guess. Now, I think someone said I read his bio. I think I have 3 bios I need to read. I think I'm going to do it after the mission today. But I don't know if this really helps. Well, maybe. Who the hell? Where the hell? Van Helsing, I need to read their bio. Miss Static. There was one other. I think it was Risk. So we'll send you out. There's nothing that we have to do here. This lasts 8 days, 5 hours. I think all of our squads are going to be back by then anyway. At least as they currently stand. So yeah, let's go out and get another skirmisher, I guess. That will get our crew up to 49, so we can pick up one more person. The other thing is, I was thinking, I know that's bad. We have 2 pips, so this can, in theory, wait. But I was asking on the Discord about whether this stuff gets refreshed on the new month. And the answer I got was basically what I thought the answer was, which is that this will update on the month, but sit reps won't. So we'll probably still get waves no matter what. So I was thinking, well, in that case, I might as well do this while this enemy list is actually not bad. I mean, the worst thing here is... I don't even know what the worst thing here is. There's nothing that's particularly horrible. Really. The Pathfinder Exalted, maybe? I mean, really. There's nothing that's bad. Waves could obviously be a complication here. Now, I think how waves works is once you see the objective, they warp in once a reinforcement every turn between when you see the objective and when you do the objective. So in this case, when we see the door to hack and then actually hack the door. Now, this makes me think that I had actually set up a team to go do this, and now I'm wondering if I should bring another team. Do they even have... They do have a tech specialist. I had set up... Basically what I was going to say is I was going to go do this. And I had set up the Mad Dogs, but now that I think about it, if this is hacking a cell, I might want to bring a tech specialist, so I might want to bring the Black Knights instead.
Commander, we'll need to have one of our troops equip the Skulljack for use in the field if we're going to make any progress towards our current objective.
So I'm actually going to need to set this up, which hopefully won't take too long. Let me make sure that... Do we have superior autoloaders anywhere? Yes, we do. Oh, laser sights. Superior laser sight. I've been trying to go through and upgrade our weapons so that... I'm going to remove this for the moment. I don't know if we want that or not. A Skulljack probably yes, though. Bull Moose. Cutback. Talons, yep. You're probably going to take the worst suit. Blaster launcher. We do have a Spectre and a Codex. And if we get reinforcements, we could get mechs. So let's bring the Black Ice rounds here. You could also potentially hack. Do we have a superior magazine? I think we might have at one point. But if we get... You do have Banish. That's an autoloader. If something has a superior magazine, I might actually... swap it for an advanced, like if it's on just a regular rifle. Just so this can have the superior. This is field medic, so that's good. This has an advanced expanded magazine, which is what the other one had. Autoloader, we had autoloaders, right? Superior autoloader, we have a lot of those. Superior stock. But expanded magazines are still something that we could use. I don't know. That the other this one we might have put a superior magazine on. Yes. So can we put an advanced expanded on this? Yes. Give you back Bull Moose, I guess. And then here, instead of this advanced, you can put the superior. And now you'll have 7 shots that you could potentially, say, dump into the hunter? Chosen hunter? Potentially. Are all these level 2s? I can't remember. They might be, actually. Let's give you... Your warden is weird. Do you normally wear a helmet? I can't actually remember. You do, like the Reaper helmet with the hood. So he should probably give you something like that again. Sure. The rest is kind of weird, but it's okay. I actually think you're the one who can name the Cyan, but I don't know if you have yet. You have impressive strength, so you might as well bring a grenade. Especially since we're lacking on them. I might actually bring a grenade on you. Just so we have a couple. So this was increased crit chance. Okay. I wonder if... Well, Banish doesn't... You don't get crit chance on Banish, so bringing the... another talent on you, it's not really worthwhile for that. Is there anything else I wanted to... I think I was waiting on this to get when you level up. Is there anything on you that I still wanted to get? We have the width. We have suppression with disorient, multiple shots, no man's land. Okay, I think we're good here. So Operation Harpy Line. So this will allow us to go ahead and, well, whenever we have people available to go on the mission, I guess, we can do that. The final part of the hunters. Hunt the hunter. And then maybe we can get rid of him. And some of the annoying sit reps that he's actually set up, like that Mind Shield one. Like, I basically think that means that Advent can't be disoriented anymore, which is kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. Especially for someone like a duelist or something. Luckily well, it doesn't appear like we have one here, but anyway. Yeah, Black Knights. Exception, Weasel, Ogun, Nomad, Necros, Knight. I don't think... I need to figure out who to put this superior conditioning on. I mean, again, everything else, I mean, dodge, I mean, I don't... Who would I put that on? Anyway, I guess let's go. This is only quote-unquote difficult, which is probably why we only have 13 enemies, but... So probably 3 pods, because 1 pod will be taken by the Chosen.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position for deployment.
Okay, we had another OBS thing, but I think we're good now. So this is actually a fairly interesting setup. I saw that the reinforcements dropped here, or the evac dropped there. Okay, so we're gonna have to kind of go down and then come back. Okay. I guess coming up here is probably...
No time to spare. patrol.
That's a group of... I think I saw at least 3.
Move, move, move! Affirmative. Running!
Go, go, go. Good to go.
One... Ooh. Oh, they're... Okay. They're going up on the roof. So, maybe we aren't going to go up on the roof then. What's this hack? Distraction for 100.
Infiltrating access point.
Ooh. That's pretty good. Is there anyone in here?
Understood. Moving out.
Probably should take you first.
I can get there.
That door's open.
On the move.
I'm all over it. Running.
On the move. Okay. Scanning.
They lack subtlety. I'll be swift.
Oh, okay, so we have a turret there. We don't see those guys anymore.
Moving to designated coordinates.
On the move. Okay.
Moving out. Confirmed. Overwatch. Affirmative. Covering the house. Got it covered.
We're probably still gonna have to open this door, right?
Orders confirmed. On the move.
You would think.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
I'm not a huge fan of coming up here because if we get revealed, then this turret will see us. Also, I don't necessarily want to get too far away from...
Heading there now. Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Heading there now. Heading there now. Scanning. On Overwatch.
On Overwatch, eyes on the prize. Watching comes naturally.
Oh, someone... Okay. Someone died.
You can't handle this.
Trooper. One of the troopers. Other trooper died.
Target eliminated.
But they have a shield bearer too.
Wet off the armor.
They're on the move.
Okay. But we're gonna have to hack this turn so we don't get waves. Enemy protocol? He's gonna like that. We could have gotten whatever we wanted there, but yes. Please.
Attempt infiltration.
Can you can't skulljack from here? Well, actually, we can.
Fire in the
I
zone.
kind of forgot about that.
Target locked in.
This would be nice, but let's go for the more likely hack. Yay! That gets rid of the shield bear, which is nice. Are these? Okay, so the only one that can get seen. This is annoying. I'm gonna have to bring him down in here to unlock her door, I think.
It's not too far.
I'm wondering if I can grant a turn just to do that. I can get cover against him. So who's left? We have this Lancer. I'm wondering if we can see this guy from here.
Heading out.
No. That's a, kind of a problem. Can we see him from here? Who's your teamwork with? Baboon?
Moving to position.
Can. So what I'm thinking...
Let's do this.
I might come up here just to...
Greetings.
Greetings.
Greetings. Please remove any sightings of these civilians to your immediate
Okay.
station.
So... Let's save and reload that, I guess. Okay, so I don't know why I put him up here, because I actually need his teamwork
You have the power.
down here. Now, it says 100% to dominate. But now, it doesn't say he has. Maybe it just doesn't say. I mean, I guess I could... Well, it doesn't really matter either, does it? I want a stasis up here.
Under my protection.
Now, I think I'm gonna need to, because I want to teamwork him so he can open the door.
No retreat. I have a idea, so moving to evac. As you order, Commander.
Which means I need to run and gun here.
Hunt them down. Whatever you say.
This should kill him.
Impressed yet?
I'm actually just gonna bring you over here.
On Overwatch.
And hopefully we can just get out this turn.
Better be careful. It's dangerous out here.
I'm assuming he's just gonna reveal like right now.
The elders
Yeah.
were more than a little unhappy that you killed off one of my siblings.
He's not gonna do anything it doesn't look like
my
that way.
game. We've got the Chosen in our sights. It's time to take them out. It's one of the Chosen. This mission just got a little more dangerous. Stay on top of its position and try to take it out.
Okay.
They found us.
Oh well, I guess. We do have an Overwatch. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, good, you missed. That's why I was like, why did I even put you up there?
I'm ready and waiting. So go ahead.
Alright.
Impress me.
Well, you two can obviously get out. You can get out. You can get out. You can get out. You can get out. You'll draw the Overwatch, which actually isn't maybe the worst thing. Okay, so the only one who apparently can't get out is Nomad. Which then kind of begs the question, is there anywhere he can go and be okay? Like, that seems like a hard no. Who sees him here? The Burster. Does the turret see him here? Doesn't appear like it. Now, this will... Okay. Since you're leaving, I'm gonna go ahead and use you to trigger this Overwatch. I think.
Already there. There's heavy fire in this zone.
Now, I might be able to... Now, okay. Okay. Here's a thought. You do have Inspire. Here's a thought. She's in the evac, right? Yes. You don't have anything that you can do with only one turn.
Keep going.
What if? What if? I just, like... blew the hell out of this.
Homing in.
I'm gonna run exception out this way just in case that Overwatch in the back triggers.
Double time. Heavy fire in this zone.
Glad I did.
Roger that.
Let's get you out.
We are secure and in position for evac.
And we can get him out.
No time to spare.
Can anyone take shots? Yeah.
That arm is tough.
Can anyone else take shots? It's not appear like it. Alright.
Evac confirmed.
I mean, why not? Really.
Confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Exception MVP. Oh, because of the, right. Probably the skull jack. And you got the nice hack, too. One kill. One kill. I mean, you did your stuff, I guess. I don't know about that for sure.
Propaganda never looked so pretty.
All right. By the way, since I'm pretty sure it will not show up or get cut out because of the OBS thing, that mission was in Mecca, I believe, for those who wish to know.
I can't imagine the aliens are too happy about this one.
And flawless, too. All right. Everyone's still available. I mean, we could just send them out again if we wanted to. We got the intel. That was from... Oh, that was from the Skulljack, wasn't it? Then you're going to be our last VIP in the pool. Hunt the Chosen chain progressed. They can bond. Yeah, I'm glad I ended up doing that. So now that requires a major. So I don't think we have a major level that's in the reserve group. Which means that we're gonna have to take someone else out. We could, hear me out. Oh, Revenant's wounded. I was thinking we could take Revenant out, send Revenant, and then replace Revenant on a mission if necessary with Florin. I mean, we have Navi, who could replace a... But I think Navi's out too, isn't he? Who else in that group? I mean, we have a Spark we could send out, I guess. Again, I don't really want to send Richie. Well, Navi's back in 7 hours. So... that's maybe what we consider doing. Maybe we send... I don't really want to send a Colonel if I can help it, but... the only other... I don't want to send her. I don't... Revenant can't... I mean, the only other one would be... Karma, I guess. But then this isn't a very femme fatale group with Navi on it, is it? Maybe since the Black Knights literally just went out, I can send Weasel on that? Are there any majors that are like 2 XP away from getting promoted or something? Let me look. Go to my spreadsheet. That's probably going to be the fastest way of doing it. Orphan is 4. But that's not really... You're not going to get 4 from a covert action. You might only get 1 from this one, too. Maybe what I'll do is I'll send Weasel out. And also send someone else out. Well, I can't send Navi because... maybe Mark Webber? When they're back in 7 hours? I'm assuming there's probably like a huge ambush risk on this. Oh, yeah. Oh, but we can send a skirmisher optional. Oh, do we really want to send Kanda on this, though? For 24 days. If we send Kanda... that's on that squad that I wanted to send... yeah. Well, they might not be going on that mission anymore. I'll just have to see. Because if I send those out, Iron Hands is basically going to be out. Because I might as well send both people from that squad at that point, right? I could even send, do they have... what's the level 2 bond thing? Do they get a day off the... a day off 24 days? Oh, I see. It says 1 and 2 there. How close are they? We could send these 2 out, and maybe they complete their bond to level 2, and then Lefty? Maybe that's what we do. Well, yeah, and then we don't have to worry about the ambush. So, I think that's the way we do this. Because, like, well, what if they get ambushed, but we don't have to worry about that? So this was Iron Hands. So I was going to send... Katsune as the major. And Lefty as the skirmisher. Get rid of the ambush. And then Quinn. And hope that they level up. But that didn't do very much. Alright. 27 days. Ouch. But, this will get this done. We'll see if any of these guys get wounded. But that means I probably am going to have to come up with another plan for the gateway. We were making contact
Setting
here,
course
weren't we?
for Chile.
Commander,
All right.
the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll
Superior
need to move
perception.
fast.
That's
Some of our
aim,
people
isn't
are a
it?
little
I hope
worse
you
for
enjoy
wear
it.
After that last covert action, but
Oh,
if we
Navi
give them
got
time
wounded,
to
of
rest,
course.
they'll be fine.
So that plan wouldn't have even worked anyway. We got Mark Webber back. Yeah.
I am sure you will find the results to be as
All right,
intriguing
Spectre
as
autopsy.
Commander. Commander,
So
we still have the body of the recovered alien test subject in
that
storage.
gives us a
I
holographic
can
disguise, I
begin an
guess.
autopsy at any
I
time.
don't know what that costs.
It
The
could
Arc
lead to
Blaster is
critical
kind of the main
breakthroughs
thing
in our
here, I
own
guess.
research and scientific
Rift
development.
Keeper inspired. I still don't know about that. I mean, we eventually do want to do it, but I think we start doing these.
I'll see that
chosen
work begins
weapons.
immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
I still feel like we're gonna have a retaliation at some point, right? Sasha's back.
Commander, if we want to set back the aliens' work on the Avatar project, we should head
All
to
right,
their
so
facility
we
soon.
are going to have to do the gateway then, right? Unless we do this facility. It does have 2 pips now. Did I set it up so facilities have 8 people? I can't even remember. Codex, Black Ice Codex. Purifier, we have the Omega, Muton, Decurion, Mech, Andromedon, Backburner, Viper, Secto. So we might get the wait, was there an Archon here? I don't see one. We might get 2 Omegas, though, because I only see 1 boss. I think. And these usually have 2. So that could be fun. Maybe we do this. Because I still would like to take that other group out to the gateway if possible. But they're obviously out like 4 weeks. Now, these 2 pips might not last 4 weeks anyway. But, this is neutralize a VIP. I mean, kind of who cares in a way, I guess?
Setting course for the East African sector.
We can take members of that other squad out.
Commander Tigan and Shen aren't going to be happy if we don't put the Skulljack.
No, we only have the 6. Okay.
Equip it before they deploy.
All right, so I will go do this, and then I will be right back. Okay, so this is the group. This is the group I was originally going to take out on the last mission until I was like, wait, it's a hack. I should bring out a tech specialist, which I'm glad I did because Exception got an enemy protocol out of it. So I'm actually bringing a gas bomb on Bulldog, just in hopes that if there are 2 Omegas, Berserker Elites, that we can use maybe the Frostbomb on one, and then we can maybe use the gas on the other in hopes that it basically misses a lot. It's kind of the hope there. I mean, the rest is pretty standard. I gave our new Perception PCS to a Piranha, so... Whoa, what was that? So she now has 115 aim. So, just a little bit. Just a little bit. But, yeah. You know what? You know what? I promised I was going to read bios, and I'm gonna goddamn read bios. First, though, we actually have people we can put in here. Who's on the Shooting Stars? Because that's the one that... Neutron is. Neutron and Blood are. So these 2 need to be in here. Get up to level 2. Okay. I'm like, I swore I was going to read bios. See if I can even find the people I need to read bios of. Rishi was 1, I believe. Risk. Alright. Okay. Date of birth, April 10th, 1989. Place of origin, Hyderabad, India. Rishi was born at a time of great turmoil in his home city, marked by periodic spats of religious strife, which had erupted since India's independence, and were once again at a fever pitch. Born to a largely secular Muslim family who had moved into the area to take part in the rapidly developing tech industry in the city, he was brought up in an environment that saw the old grudges as sad, pointless affairs that only added to a cycle of violence that benefited no one but the powerful, filling him with a sense of duty to do better in life. Much to the pleasure of his parents, he was a star pupil growing up. However, this would be marred somewhat by 2 things: his pursuit not of engineering, but rather a fascination with the nature of the mind, and a penchant for intervening in fights he often had nothing to do with, simply to hasten the end of them, for he had abhorred the sight of conflict. While you're in the right place. He wanted to understand what brought people to blows, and maybe to find a way to guide the lives of people so that perhaps old grudges like the ones he saw growing up and into adulthood might fade away. Even more unconventionally, his spirit as a defender brought him to the armed forces after, I think that's supposed to be experiencing firsthand, the effects of a Hindu extremist terror attack in May of 2007. His career later led to Rishi being assigned to the Indian contingent of the UN peacekeeping forces in the Congo, learning how to implement his growing skills as a psychologist and anti-terror operative to work at healing the deep wounds left by the decades of conflict there, and to work at spotting potential flashpoints for violence before they erupted. This career saw him selected by the Indian government to join in the XCOM project as one of their field agents in February 2015. He would never see engagements in the field against aliens, but was involved instead primarily in doing counterintelligence against Exalt. He was involved in an operation to capture one William Thorne, then the U.S. ambassador to the UN, as rumors of his collaboration with the aliens began surfacing in June among XCOM command. It would be his reticence to be directly... Is this reticence or reluctance? Whatever. To be directly violent that he regretted most about those days in the years hence, as Thorne would evade the strike team he was involved in, and not long after would strike the Great Accords with the Elders, founding Advent and handing over the location of the XCOM HQ to the invaders, which fell soon after. He did what he could to help staff make it out alive, but he was left near dead after being attacked by one of his mind-controlled colleagues. It was much later when he came to, having apparently been rescued by despondent Bradford, who he would travel with for a time before going into hiding. It was only when Bradford showed up at his remote home in 2035, years later, that he decided it was time to atone and kill the monster he feels he personally allowed to be born. Alright? Van Helsing, I think, was one that we needed to read. Gabriella appeared recently in the Resistance ranks, having already earned her scars. She earned her nickname for a very simple reason. She was always hunting monsters. Faceless berserkers and chrysalids, to be exact. Yet she would always say she still has to hunt down the most dangerous ones that exist. What monsters could be more dangerous than the ones that she already fought? She never really answered that question. All we know is that there's some other monsters out there and a monster hunter is after them. Alright. Short and sweet. And then Miss Static is a marksman, I think? Natalie Miss Static Baker, date of birth, April 23rd, 2013. Nationality, America. Natalie never had big plans for her life. Coming from a small town, she always had dreams of staying local, working at her town's radio station and being the voice everyone heard in their daily lives. Unfortunately, like so many other life stories, Advent happened. Being too small to have any worth to the aliens, Natalie's town was spared the worst of the fighting. But one day, Advent came around and gave them a choice to move. I almost thought I was gonna get out without yawning, but nope. Most, including Natalie and her two sisters, stayed behind, and Advent left them alone, at least for the moment. For a few months, those that stayed were ignored, and Natalie finally got to run the local station, achieving her childhood dream and making her sisters proud. For about 2 weeks. Then the dropships came, and the fire started. A few that didn't perish fled, and that was the last time Natalie saw her family. She ran for a full night before collapsing in a river, being carried downstream as she lost consciousness. When she woke up, she was in a resistance haven. One of their patrols found her passed out on a riverbank and had dragged her back when they realized she was still breathing. They didn't know where her sisters were, so she did the only thing she knew. Ugh, she yawned. No. She hopped on their radios. For the next few months, she worked as the Haven's radio guy, organizing patrols and supply runs, while also keeping in touch with other Havens. All the while, she kept scanning dead channels for her sisters, praying that what little she had taught them about her passion had stuck with them. This habit earned her the moniker Static, and soon enough, Miss Static became her radio handle in time. Okay, let's see. And soon enough, Miss Static became her radio handle. Yeah, it became her radio handle. In time, Miss Static became a well-known voice of the Resistance and a source of news for her region. So when XCOM began looking for soldiers, Miss Static was one of the first to spread the word amongst the Havens, and one of the first to sign up. Well, it took you a while to get here, but, you know. She was able to get some of their radio equipment up and running within the month, and knew how to hold a gun from her time in the Haven. So when that time came, she reluctantly put her name in for frontline duty. She soon set up a radio station on the Avenger, claiming it was always her dream to run one, and this station let her blast encouragement to the Resistance and insults at Advent. Though every night she's been found asleep at her makeshift booth, always with the radio's blaring static, waiting for any sign that her family is still alive. You still have a assigned bunk, though, whether you sleep in it or not. Central Officer Bradford notes, having the kid on board could definitely have its benefits. She's a dedicated member of the crew, and she can help spread the word on both us and our exploits to the Havens, and anyone still in the city centers who needs proof of what Advent is really doing. On the other hand, she's been swiping every bit of equipment and scrap for her station, and I'm not sure if that behavior should be rewarded. I'm guessing revered or something, but whatever. Anyway, so I think that leaves, well, other than the new skirmisher that we're going to be getting soon, I think that leaves 2 people whose bios I haven't read. The first one is Naked, who doesn't have one, and the other one is Glyph, whose author wanted to rewrite theirs. So if either of them, whenever either of them give me something, I will read them, but I think I am otherwise caught up. Anyway, now that's the end of the episode. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you here next time on XCOM 2, War of the Chosen.